everyone, and welcome to another episode of After the Bell. And I'm your host, Alyssa.
And I'm your host, Kenna.
We'll be bringing to you lots of information about the current happenings in the Batavia community, as well as highlight plenty of sports, clubs, events, and activities that happen after the school bell rings across the BPS 101 district. Today, Batavia High School's boys soccer team is here, along with Batavia High School's Gay Straight Alliance Club.
After the Bell would like to congratulate the Batavia High School Marching Band for ending their competition season on a high note. The Marching Bulldogs placed third overall at Downers Grove South Marching Band competition and won third place at the state finals in Class 3A, in addition to having the best percussionists of the day. The 2015 Marching Band had their strongest competitive season in BHS history.
The Batavia Bulldog football team clinched the Upstate 8 River Championship for the fifth year in a row. The Batavia Bulldogs defeated their rivals, the Geneva Vikings, 24-14 on Friday, October 16th, earning the UEC River title once again. Both teams are ranked in Illinois, and the game was featured on Snapchat as one of 100 great American rivalries in the United States. The Geneva-Batavia rivalry is now 103 years old. Friday's game was also nicknamed Combine for the Cause to support breast cancer awareness. The two schools sold the same t-shirts throughout the week before the game in order to raise money for the Living Well Cancer Resource Center, as well as Fox Valley Food for Health. The Bulldogs came out on top selling 800 shirts, Geneva selling 500. Congratulations to the Bulldogs.
Coming up after the break, we'll be sitting down with the BHS boys soccer captains and their coach to talk about their season so far and what's to come.
Downtown Batavia, always moving by nature. Recreation. Nature. The arts. Specialty shops. Restaurants and services. Downtown is everyone's neighborhood. Come, celebrate. Meet friends. Unwind.
See you downtown.
Hi, I'm Michelle and I'm in the Batavia High School Interact Club. An advantage of being an Interact Club is it sets up many community service opportunities that you might not be able to find on your own. You should join the Interact Club because it's just a fun way to get involved with the community and just have a great time with it.
You should join Interact Club because not only does it look good on college applications, but it's a great way to meet new people.
Interact Club is fun, interesting,
and a club that you should join.
Hi, I'm Tom Wangler, President of Confident Air. Regular maintenance can prolong the life of your furnace and keep your energy costs to a minimum. Plus, there's less of a chance of a breakdown on a cold winter night. Your furnace needs proper care and attention to keep it running smoothly, so you don't end up paying too much for heating during the cold winter months, or worse yet, with deadly carbon monoxide poisoning. We recommend an annual inspection to ensure safe operation. Confident Air, your trusted home comfort professionals since 1992.
I joined freshman year because I needed community service hours, and it was a good opportunity to show leadership.
Student Council helps organize our school and provides fundraising to help support the community.
We organize dances and fundraisers, and we also make important decisions about the school.
I like having a student council because I know I can rely on the students to make important decisions around the school.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to meet new people, and also it looks great on college applications.
Welcome back to After the Bell. We're here with Coach G as well as BHS varsity boys soccer captains. Thanks for being here today, guys. Why don't you guys just introduce yourselves?
I'm Luke Lorick. I'm a senior at Batavia High School, and I'm one of two captains on the soccer team.
My name is Nathan Carey, and I'm also a senior, and I'm the other captain of the team.
And my name is Coach Gianfrancesco, and been coaching here 17 years as the varsity boys coach here at the high school, and been teaching here 18 years.
Wow. What was the team's overall record this season?
We were 8-10-6.
And what titles did you win?
We were regional champions, and we also took third place in the Morton tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So what tournaments did you play this season? And how did you guys do?
We went to Morton, Illinois, and We played in a tournament there. We took 3rd place at Morton, and then we also had another tournament called the Wabansie Valley Invite, and that was a rough tournament for us, but we were just like kind of building up for playoffs, and we had some injuries, so didn't do too well in that, but it was all right.
What was the overall team goal this season?
We actually have like a team like bonding thing at the beginning of every season, and we set team goals, and we had like 5 or 6 goals actually, one of which was to win regionals, which we did do, and there were multiple off the top of my head. You wanna
win conference,
beat Geneva, obviously.
Beat like our Tri-Cities rivals, like St. Charles East, St. Charles North. We also wanted to win sectionals, but that didn't happen.
So were there some other important games that you played this season besides Geneva and St. Charles?
I think the Wheaton Academy game was a pretty big game for a lot of the guys. We knew they were going to be a good team, and I thought the score didn't really reflect the game necessarily, but we all played really well, and it was some of the best soccer I think we played all season.
What were some of the difficulties you guys faced this season?
Definitely going into the Wabansie Invite, we did face multiple injuries, and I think we had multiple losses in a row.
We had like 5 or 6 losses in a row.
But we did bounce back right before playoffs, and I thought we made a really good run in playoffs. So.
I just want to say, like, one of the important games for me was the regional title against Nico Valley. Because we played them first game of the season, we lost 6-0. And so we went into that game like wanting revenge because losing 6-0 is tough, and we won 3-1, so that was pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys do anything to strengthen like team building with your team?
You said it really.
Yeah, like I said, the team bonding is a big thing. Other than that, like a lot of the guys hang out outside of soccer. We're all really, really close, and
I think some of the team bonding things we did this year, though, is kind of a tradition, is to do something at a local pool where we'll do some, water polo and volleyball, and we'll set some teams and have some themes for that to kind of bring them together, and then we'll set some goals after that. Some other team kind of bonding things are, taking the trip down to Morton. That's a big trip as well. Kind of brings the guys close together, and then we did some bowling down there in between some games, which usually brings them together, lightens the mood a little bit, gets them a little bit outside of like just thinking soccer. So
we also played soccer tennis one time. Yeah. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Also, how many seniors were on the team?
We had a total of 10 seniors on the team this year.
How many are going to play soccer in college?
I think we got a couple that are looking to play right now, like 2 or 3 at this point right now.
Are they looking at any specific colleges?
Some of the ones they're looking at are kind of local, either Iowa and Minnesota, possibly Indiana. Okay, and some in Illinois, some colleges in Illinois.
What did you guys enjoy most about this soccer season?
I enjoyed the fact that we came out a lot stronger than everybody thought we were going to. A lot of the guys last year, a lot of people thought we were going to have a bad season, and I don't think we had a bad season by any means. And the group of guys that we had was like really close-knit. Like, we were a really fun group, and I don't know, it was a really fun season overall.
I just like how we bonded together this season and how we pulled together for playoffs and started playing really well towards the end of the season.
Mm-hmm. I'd say for me, I guess it would just be the longevity of the group, like just keeping their goals in mind, even though we had some times where we didn't kind of hit our mark or goal or played very well, but pretty resilient group, a group that kind of, as they said, came together as the season progressed, because we had a lot of new players this year from the year before. So that was nice to see, especially come together at the end.
Yeah. So do you guys think you guys have improved from last season, or are you guys planning on how you guys are planning to improve this season?
I think it was definitely a different season. We lost one really key player that that is one reason why everybody thought we weren't going to be necessarily as good this year. And I think we definitely came together, and we're definitely more spaced out, I think, this year. And I think next year we're definitely going to have a very strong team.
Mm-hmm. What was it like being captain?
It was a fun experience, I'd say.
What did you guys learn from it?
Definitely learned some leadership things. Like we spent like 5 sessions during the summer with Coach and some of the other leaders, and just like went over how to be a leader and what it takes and what you needed to do. And we talked about the leaders last year and just like how, like what they did to be such good leaders. And like, for example, Kevin Collins, he was a great leader, motivated us all. So we kind of just like analyzed what he did and
and tried to model after, I think.
Yeah, like learn from that.
Yeah, because last year, the 2 captains last year, they were really big role models to all of us. And then Carrie and I know we both tried our best to be good role models to the rest of the team.
I think we definitely got better as the season went on too, as leaders and just like captains of the team.
Thank you so much for coming and talking with us and just answering our questions. Coming up after the break, we'll be checking in with some of the cast of Batavia High School's fall play, A Midsummer Night's Dream, along with their director, Mr. Josh Casper.
The Drendel and Jansen's Law Group has practiced law in Aurora since 1961 and in Batavia since 1994.
We focus our energy on representing people and businesses and families in the local community.
We represent clients in Kane and surrounding counties in matters ranging from divorce to wills, business law to zoning.
We focus our efforts on planning and working towards positive resolutions for businesses and families.
When clients need someone to fight for their interests, we're ready, willing, and able to act as aggressive advocates to protect their interests.
Drendel and Jansen's Law Group with offices in Batavia and Aurora and located on the web at batavialaw.com.
The Kane County Chronicle is your best source for news and information in print and online in the Tri-Cities and Caneland.
This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
Hi, I'm Tom Wangler, President of Confident Air. Regular maintenance can prolong the life of your furnace and keep your energy costs to a minimum. Plus, there's less of a chance of a breakdown on a cold winter night. Your furnace needs proper care and attention to keep it running smoothly, so you don't end up paying too much for heating during the cold winter months, or worse yet, with deadly carbon monoxide poisoning. We recommend an annual inspection to ensure safe operation. Confident Air, your trusted home comfort professionals since 1992.
What inspired you to make A Midsummer Night's Dream your play for this year?
Well, I was in it twice, and I helped another production. The funniest show I've ever seen in my life was The Midsummer Night's Dream at the Stratford Company in England. And I've known for a long time that I want to do it. And this is the right time because we had the right cast and the right budget.
Can you tell us about the character you play in this play?
Well, I'm Puck, so I'm this mischievous woodland creature who's the sidekick to Oberon, and I wreak havoc on some of the lovers who, by happenstance, wander into the woods.
I play Lysander. That's one of the 4 lovers. I am the most, we'll say, love-enthused one of the bunch.
I play Helena, and she is a fiery girl who is pining over Demetrius, which is her love. And she comes across, her best friend, and just a lot of crazy stuff happens, and she gets pretty pissed off, but then pretty happy. She's crazy.
So what should viewers expect out of this play?
Well, they should expect it to be extremely funny. Not your typical Shakespeare experience. Most of the time people think Shakespeare is boring. This should be really funny. We have characters falling over into water. We actually have a pool of water on stage. We have one character whose name is Bottom, constantly making jokes about bottoms.
Really funny, wacky humor. Sometimes just really funny, just comments and stuff like that, and other times just kind of the slapstick type humor.
A lot of action and a lot of fun. Just hilarious moments and touching moments, really just whole spectrum.
They should expect hilarity and awesomeness, because that's what it is.
So how long have you been working on this play then?
We've been working now for over a month and a half, but by the time all is said and done, it'll be 2.5 months.
So what was the hardest part in preparing for this play?
Probably understanding the language and developing a character out of that language, because Shakespeare, even though it is technically modern English, not many people get it today. So having to research some of the words and actually understand what he's trying to get across with some of the jokes is a bit difficult.
Probably the lines and understanding them and then building off of them is pretty difficult to do.
Were there any fun experiences or anything you can tell us about?
Getting to mess with people, I think, is probably the best part of being Puck. It's out of my comfort zone slightly, but it's fun getting to be able to do that on stage.
There's been a lot of fun experiences, just everything from like going through lines and the mess ups that happen, and just blocking is always fun. Just everything is really fun.
Performing the scene in Act 3 where the lovers are all fighting each other and fighting over who gets who and who has to be stuck with the other person. That was a lot of fun.
So, what audience can you expect for this play?
Well, I'm hoping as many of the community members as possible, because this is going to be a special production. This is not your grandparents' Shakespeare where there's a lot of standing and talking. Actually, we tried to get as many athletes as we could to be in the show, and dancers. There's lots of movements, lots of stage fighting, so that's a lot of fun.
I think just anyone, really. I think that a lot of people who know Shakespeare and maybe enjoy Shakespeare would love to come see it, and then I think even teens or any age would just be interested.
I'd say we can expect audiences of all kinds. Shakespeare, even though he's so old and dead, he can touch so many lives across hundreds of years. So I feel like everybody should come and enjoy the show.
Welcome back, everyone. Sitting down with us now are 4 representatives of the BHS Gay Straight Alliance Club. Welcome. So, could you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Stephanie Garcia, and I'm a junior.
I'm Carly Spone, and I'm a senior.
I'm Elliot Biancari, I'm a junior.
And I'm Mr. Ray. This is my 3rd year at BHS, and it's my 2nd year sponsoring the Gay Straight Alliance.
So what's your main mission of the Gay Straight Alliance?
Our main mission is kind of to promote awareness of the LGBTQ community and to try to do volunteer activities outside of school with the club, just to bring us closer together.
And what are some of the volunteering opportunities that you guys are going to take part in this year?
As far as volunteering, there's the potential that we'd be doing stuff around the community. What we're probably going to try to focus a little bit more on this year would be some fundraising. So in the past, we've done fundraising for the Human Rights Campaign. This year, for the first time, we're going to be working with Project Fierce Chicago, which is a non-for-profit Chicago-based organization, and their basic mission is trying to acknowledge and letting people know that the homeless community in Chicago is disproportionately LGBTQ youth. So what they try to do is raise money, raise awareness, and really develop housing for these kids so they have some place to go.
What does a typical meeting consist of?
I would say talking about volunteering work, talking about fundraisers that we can do in the school, flyers, how we can spread more of the equality in the school, and how just kind of like the anti-bullying and just helping overall.
So does the club do any other activities outside the school or outside of a typical meeting?
Yeah, we did. We went bowling. We are trying to get together again to maybe do like a movie night or something, just to kind of bring us closer together. We're trying to do, as Mr. Ray said, volunteering activities just to kind of bring us together as a group.
We also like doing the homecoming parade, which is a lot of fun. The community is really supportive about that, which is nice to see, and even just kind of handing out candy to kids. It's a pretty fun day, so we enjoy doing that every year.
How did the club react to the Supreme Court ruling on legalizing of the gay marriage?
They were really happy. They were excited. I think everyone was extremely like happy overall. Like just the fact that like the Supreme Court has been like acceptance of this, and like how every state now can get married, and it's just been fantastic for everyone.
I think it's also kind of like it is just one step closer for us kind of getting the whole community aware of what's been going on, because it kind of went under the radar for a little bit and people didn't realize how many people were being affected by this. And once the Supreme Court legalized gay marriage everywhere, I think people kind of started to get themselves more educated on the topic.
It's really a lot of indication too for a lot of the stuff that Gay Straight Alliances do, not just in Batavia but in other schools across the country. And to have the Supreme Court from a national standpoint make that ruling, that's a pretty powerful thing.
Speaking of other schools, do you guys team up with any other schools or groups?
We don't team up with any other schools right now. This month, for the first time though, the high school has started a new, they call it theme months for organizations. So us and Amnesty International, which is a new club at the high school this year, we will be teaming up to do Anti-Bullying Month this November. So we're really excited to, again, do some work with Project Fear Chicago and really just kind of work together with another group. It's a lot of fun because we have a lot of dedicated students in both groups, and to kind of get them together with a common goal is a pretty cool thing to see.
How are you guys going to take action on the anti-bullying this month?
We're gonna do like posters. We're gonna do like facts in the morning, the announcements.
I think kind of teaming up with the other group is going to bring us together, because we do have one common goal, like Mr. A said, and it's kind of just to stop bullying altogether, mostly based off of the LGBTQ community, but in general, bullying is an issue. So just doing the facts on the announcements and the posters around the school will kind of raise people's awareness in general.
And then really last year, the school slogan was "We Are One," and I think that's something that's not just last year's slogan. I think that's something a lot of people take to heart in this community, in this high school. So to, as a school, say that this is something that shouldn't be happening, I think, again, sends a pretty powerful message.
So how do you think the issue of homosexuality and same-sex marriage, the social issue of it, how do you think it's been so far, like recently?
I think, honestly, I mean, you can't really tell because people don't really tend to talk about it much. It's not a regular conversation you have with people, but I think from the discrimination you see around the school and in the community, it's still a very prominent issue, and it's something that everyone needs to work on, but it's just the people that are willing to work towards it and to get rid of the discrimination, that's the people that are going to make a difference.
Yeah, there's been a lot of progress with it, and we've had the conversation a few times. Will you need a Gay Straight Alliance in every school 10 years from now? And we'd like to think, yeah, but unfortunately there's still a lot of work to be done. So,
thanks so much for stopping in to talk with us today.
I'm sorry. I would like to just add something real fast. I was wondering if you guys were, do you think media has helped or affected the social issue?
Personally, I think it has helped because it spreads more awareness over like how people are doing better things. Like, I feel like if you read things saying how people get bullied over someone just because they're gay or transgender or any of that, seeing how people get affected by that might change the way people view the fact that someone's getting bullied over the fact that how they are, which I think it has helped.
And I think it can go either ways for sure, because I think people using the words gay and homo as derogatory language over social media has definitely been like hurtful towards people, because they can't control their sexuality and they can't control how they were born. So seeing that over media especially can affect them in ways that people don't even know.
Wow. Again.
Sorry, this is my last question for you guys. Finally, why should students and how should students get involved with the Gay Straight Alliance?
We're a very open club. When we tell people, just come hang out, just come talk, help us plan. We're accepting of everyone in our club. We don't discriminate on any basis whatsoever. So, let's be part of a solution here. Let's do this as a community, not just a single club.
Coming up after the break, Kenna and I will have some insight on a new greenhouse project, round 1 of the football playoffs, and more.
Downtown Batavia, always moving by nature. Recreation, nature, the arts, specialty shops, restaurants and services. Downtown is everyone's neighborhood. Come, celebrate, meet friends, unwind.
See you downtown.
Hi, I'm Michelle and I'm in the Batavia High School Interact Club. An advantage of being an Interact Club is it sets up many community service opportunities that you might not be able to find on your own. You should join Interact Club because it's just a fun way to get involved with the community and just have a great time with it.
You should join Interact Club because not only does it look good on college applications, but it's a great way to meet new people.
Interact Club is fun, interesting,
and a club that you should join.
The Drendel and Jansen's Law Group has practiced law in Aurora since 1961 and in Batavia since 1994.
We focus our energy on representing people and businesses and families in the local community.
We represent clients in Kane and surrounding counties in matters ranging from divorce to wills, business law to zoning.
We focus our efforts on planning and working towards positive resolutions for businesses and families.
When clients need someone to fight for their interests, we're ready, willing, and able to act as aggressive advocates to protect their interests.
Drendel and Jansen's Law Group with offices in Batavia and Aurora and located on the web at batavialaw.com.
The King County Chronicle is your best source for news and information in print and online in the Tri-Cities and Caneland.
This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
Welcome back to After the Bell. Our school has recently started the Batavia High School Greenhouse Project. This project involves Dan Renz, a science teacher here at BHS, and his students, who will be building a greenhouse using 2-liter plastic bottles with Chris Payton's Developing Opportunities program. Students can donate empty non-Coca-Cola brand 2-liter bottles to the school for the development of this greenhouse. BHS plans to use 1,500 student-donated bottles for the completion of this greenhouse project.
In the first round of the IHSA 7A football playoffs, the Batavia Bulldogs had an overwhelming victory over the Pekin Dragons. The game took place on Friday, October 30th, where the 8-1 Bulldogs defeated the 5-4 Dragons 56-7. This win advances the Bulldogs into the second round of IHSA playoffs, where they will face the Simeon High School Wolverines away at Gately Stadium on Friday, November 6, 2015. Student fan buses will be provided to and from the game for students who have $5 and a permission slip turned in by Bulldog Hour on Thursday, November 5th. Good luck to the Batavia Bulldogs.
On Thursday, November 12th, all juniors will be participating in a practice ACT. This practice session will prepare them for the real test that will take place on March 3rd, 2016. Students should keep on the lookout for the room assignments that will be posted prior to the test day. Remember to get a good night's sleep and eat a healthy breakfast. Additionally, there will be no late start on Thursday, November 12th. And release time for all freshmen, sophomores, and seniors will be 11:20 a.m. Good luck, BHS juniors.
That's all we have for today, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of After the Bell. Be sure to join us next month and like our Facebook page. You can follow us on Twitter at AfterTheBell17. Thanks again for watching. I'm your host, Alyssa.
And I'm your host, Kenna.
And that's what happens after the bell.